Next, stop number 6 on the Castrol GTX Cup Series brings us to Texas Motor Speedway. It's the running of the Samsung Mobile 500, and it's part of Samsung Mobile Weekend at Texas Motor Speedway. It's a pretty good race in a nationwide series. Maybe see what we have on here in the Cup race. 34 laps the order of the day here at Texas on the pole race event at 186 miles an hour. It's Rohit Baderview in number 90. Beside him in the 19, Jack Richards. Row number 2 has Andy Timmons in the 7, and beside him, Jeremy Doobie in 68. It's Kyle Matthews, our winner at Rockingham in the 29, and beside him, Charles Sanford in the 12. Then it's Johnny Gardner in the 42, our defending series champion. Beside him, Keith Batson, the former Texas winner in 28. Then row number 5 is Adrian Becker in 27, and beside her, the Atlanta winner, the 5 of Chris Washer. And here comes the command to fire him up here at Texas.
Drivers, start your engines!
Man, giving the party engines. Run number 6 has the 94 Pichu London, and beside him the 70 is Zed Weinstein. Then it's Mike Becker in the 43, and beside him Cole Daly in the 24. And row number 7 are who happen to be the top 2 of the last race on the tour at Bristol, Tennessee. Row number 8 has a 66 car of Luke Walker, and beside him the 33 of Chris Dallerton. Then it's Seth Cole, the president of the NSCRA in the 52. Beside him the 17 of Tim Feigl. Look at this view. The pace car about to duck out of corner number 4. 34 laps the order today here at Texas Motor Speedway in the Samsung Mobile 500 to see who makes their move and who don't. A pair of Fords lead the field of the green flag as we are underway at Texas. And out front comes Rohit Baderview, number 90, as he has the inside groove in the Red Baron Frozen Pizza Ford, car number 90. Back in the second stint with that car. He had a good season with that car 1 season ago, hoping to keep his momentum with that car. Kyle Matthews, car number 29, wasted no time. He goes into second place now with Johnny Gardner behind him, and same with Keith Batson in 28 as Rohit leads the first lap. Here comes Matthews on the inside with the help of Gardner and Batson. And Kyle Matthews now goes out in front. Here, Johnny Gardner tries inside now. These cars get wild and woolly in those first few laps of this race, and I'm beginning to think maybe all race long here at Texas looks almost like Talladega racing almost. Johnny Gardner led the last time by, and in the lead now goes Keith Batson in 28. And he's got the 94 Pichu London right behind. Mike Becker, our winner at Bristol, goes into third. And Becker's going to try to make a 3 wide on the inside. And in fact, he will make a 3 wide. Pontiac inside, Oldsmobile outside. In the outside now, Luke Walker, Chris Dalton, Dolan Poteet, they all get in this mix here. And boy, 3 wide. Baderview and Matthews shoved them in the middle, and same with Chris Dalton in 33. They're 3 wide, about 5 rows deep. As now here comes Dylan Poteet in the 83, goes into the lead. Dylan, who won the Daytona 500 this season. But maybe about to lose the lead to Stephanie Naylor in 26. As here comes Stephanie on the inside. That Quaker State Buick's been fast all season long so far. Stephanie just hasn't had the finishes to show for it. That car we saw last season with Joshua Osborne driving, it's been hit or miss. And that team hopes to have its problems worked out. The car Stephanie driving, by the way, is an 87 Buick. And here comes Ty Sheets inside. He's going to take the lead away from Charles Jackson in the 6th. Kyle Sosnowski. He's in there as well. And in the lead now goes Ty Sheets, but here comes Kyle Sosnowski with the help of Cody Lamas in the 22. And Lamas is going to make a 3 wide. The blue Ford and a red Ford on the outside. And Ann Batson in the number 3, she gets into it in the number 3 GM Goodwrench colors. That's the Dale Earnhardt colors, of course. Lamas led the lap, but here comes Batson. She's going to make the move on the inside, and Ann takes the lead. But But for how long? Because the 14 car of Joshua Michaels, he gets into it now. So does the 20 of Dalton Day, the 75 of Ryan Richards, and the rest of them. John Lena in the 44. Just tremendous racing today here at Texas Motor Speedway. These Aero 88 cars, with the exception of the race at Bristol, Tennessee, have all given us some tremendous racing this season. The Bristol race, I have to admit, was a bit of a bore fest, but inside now goes John Lena. He's going to take the lead away from Dalton Day. 2-car Nick Dylan Young, he gets into it now. Zed Weinstein is up there. Tanner Doobie in 25. Jasmine Acosta in 30. And Lena's been shut up high now. Dylan Young goes to the lead. And here, look at this 3-wide gaggle right there. Starting with this bunch right there with Dougie Shears in the 11. 3 wide, 7, 8, maybe 9 rows deep. And these mile and a half tracks, it seems to be the ones that give us a lot of excitement. Tanner Doobie to the lead, but here comes Cole Dowley, car 24 to the inside. The Jeff Gordon colors to the lead now. And right behind him, Leah Walker in the 18, Jessica Shelton in the 9. Shelton, you may remember, had a horrific crash in the nationwide race. Has recovered from that and now running very competitive in the Cup race here at Texas. Hoping the same thing now doesn't happen, of course, but Leah Walker to the lead, but now here comes, 3 women battling it out. Leah Walker in the 18, Jessica Shelton in the 9, and the 27 of Adrian Becker. And now Keith Batson taking another swing at it in that 28 car to the inside. Is he going to lead the lap from Adrian? Yes! Keith Batson leads the lap. And Keith having a better start to the season this season than he did a season ago, where he couldn't buy a finish nowhere. And he hopes, of course, to win just more than just one race last season. Last season it was at Michigan. And Keith is a former Texas winner himself, winning in season 6. Pichu London inside of Nick Baxter for the lead. Nick led the lap. Tim Feigel's up there. Rohit Baderview, the pole sitter. Joshua Osborne, the winner at Vegas. He's up there as well, the number 4 Kodak Film Chevrolet. He's having a good start to the season so far with the Morgan McClure team. Improving these Chevy Luminas, improving this new Chevy Lumina package has been running a little bit better than the Monte Carlos did. Of course, nothing against the Monte Carlos. They gave us some good racing last season, but of course, the Luna is a little bit more slicker and aerodynamic. Side by side, Mike Becker now leads the lap. Here at Texas, taking a lead from Joshua Osborne. Becker to the lead now. Jeremy Doobie, Chris Washer, Johnny Gardner gets into it. So is Dylan Poteet. Some drivers taking another swing, trying to take another shot at the lead. Washer to the lead now. Here comes Johnny Gardner. He shoves Washer up high now. Chris Washer led the last time by, almost 4 wide for the number 2 spot. But Andy Timmons in the 7 thought better of it, and he did the wise choice and backed off. Now Ty Sheets in the 21 goes into second place now. Timmons the 3rd. Stephanie Naylor trying for 4th in the 26 car. Johnny Gardner led the last time by. Timmons to 2nd. 3rd, Stephanie Naylor. 4th, Joshua Michaels. And Naylor tries to help Johnny Gardner on the outside, but that does not work. The outside lane Not the preferred lane here at Texas. And halfway through the running now, 17 laps down, 17 laps to go. Dalton Day, 20 car, goes to the lead. And right behind him, Daniel Day in the 1 car, the Skull Classic Oldsmobile. Cody Lamas up there in the 22, Ryan Richards in 75. Laps clicking off at over 190 miles per hour. And Richards shoves Lamas up high. Here comes Jack Richards on the inside. No relation to Ryan. And Jack Richards is going to take the lead in the 19 car. But here comes John Lena with the help of the 30 of Jasmine Acosta. Acosta to 3rd. And Batson up to 4th now in the 3 car. And Acosta 3 wide for the lead. Jasmine Acosta out front. Here comes Ann Batson in the 2nd place now. Batson trying for the lead. And she's got it. Dylan Young up in the 3rd. What racing we are seeing here at Texas Motor Speedway. Batson and Young going for the racing for the top spot. Dylan Young led the lap. Dylan Young on in front. Zed Weinstein now to 2nd place. We haven't talked much about him today. Charles Sanford in the 3rd. Keith Batson in the 4th now. Kyle Matthews goes by Jessica Shelton for 5th. Leah Walker in the 6th now. And here comes Batson. Keith Batson, that is, trying for 3rd. Zed Weinstein for the lead now on Dylan Young. He's got it. Weinstein to the lead. 12 to go. And here comes Keith Batson. Batson with a head of steam coming out of turn number 2 now. Unleashing that Roush Yates horsepower in the hood of that 28 car. Whoa, Walker got a little loose. Leah Walker got a little loose coming out turn number 2 down the backstretch. And she shoves Batson up high now. Walker and Batson side by side. Ford versus Chevrolet. Leah Walker led the lap. 11 to go. Adrian Becker to 2nd. And look who's behind Adrian. It's her son Mike Becker in the 3rd. A little Becker hookup going into turn number 3. And Mike pushes Adrian to the lead. But Mike shoves her up high now. Now they race side by side to lead. See who leads the lap. And it'll be Mike Becker leading the lap. 10 to go. And into the grass goes Ann Batson and she saves it. But it's cost Batson just a little bit now. She falls right behind. She falls up ahead of the 66 car of Luke Walker. And it's Stephanie Nauer out in front, taking the lead from Cole Daly. 9 to go. And a battle of the green cars now. Stephanie Nauer in the Quaker State Buick number 26. Battling with the 33 of Chris Thornton and the number 33 Skull Bandit Oldsmobile. And we haven't talked about this name much today. Kyle Sosnowski in the 15. He's now making a go of it. To go. This is the part of the race where you got to know when to hold them and you know when to fold them, and do not pencil in that winner. Don't pencil in your winner yet. And no problems in the backstretch. Jasmine Acosta's crashed. And yellow flag flies for the first time here today at Texas Motor Speedway. And Leia Walker led the last time by, and I don't know why the cars are ahead of her right now. But we had trouble on the backstretch here in turn number... Coming out of turn number 2. And let's see what happened there coming out of turn... Yeah, Stephanie Miller hits Jasmine Acosta. Ann Batson taps Jasmine. Oh! And Jasmine just squeezes Luke Walker up into the guardrail. And Ann and Jasmine do a little spinning around there. Really no harm, no foul as the spins are concerned, but that was a hard hit that Luke Walker took. And Ann actually got the first touch from the 17 of Tim Feigl. And that's before Ann comes up onto the up with gangbusters on the 30 of Jasmine Acosta, who's in a battle with herself with the 26 of Stephanie Miller and Jasmine. Now Jasmine came up and hit Stephanie. I said Stephanie came down on Jasmine. I was wrong. Jasmine came up on Stephanie and taps her. And poor Ann Batson, every time she has a good car, something happens to her. In this case, it was a spin out. A little caved-in damage to the number 3 GM Goodwrench Chevrolet, but on board with Luke Walker. Now from Ann Batson's view. And even at 100 miles an hour, Ann puts her back into gear and just floors it. And that's how bad she was going when she put the car back forward. Was 100 miles an hour, and she comes back on Jasmine Acosta and still beats her to the start-finish line. Pace car lights are off, and now we will have the green. We will get the green flag with 3 laps remaining here at the Texas Motor Speedway. Let's set the order for you. Leia Walker out in front. In the second now goes Adrian Becker. Third, Dougie Shears. Fourth is Kyle Sosnowski. Fifth, Dylan Young. Sixth, Chris Darton. Seventh, Stephanie Naylor. Eighth, Mike Becker. Ninth, Tim Feigl. 10th is Zed Weinstein. Charles Jackson at 11th, Ryan Richards 12th, 13th Charles Sanford, 14th Dylan Poteet, 15th Dalton Day, 16th was Ty Sheets, 17th Kyle Matthews, 18th Jessica Shelton, 19th Andy Timmons, and 20th is Cole Daly. Who will emerge victorious in those final 3 laps here at Texas? Pace car. Out of corner number 4. Field leading down slowly here to the start-finish line. Here they come. Green flag back in the air. We're underway. Who is it going to be in a Samsung Mobile 500 at Texas? Dylan Young makes the first move on the inside of Kyle Sosnowski. Leia Walker deploys first. In the second now goes Adrian Becker. Third is Dougie Shears. Super Shears in the 11. Here he comes to the inside of Adrian. Dylan Young tries inside. Here comes Shears on the inside of Walker. 2 to go. Dougie Shears out in front now. Here comes Dylan Young in a second. Dylan Young for the lead. This time by it'll be the white flag. It'll be 1 lap remaining. Chris Thornton. He gets into it and he sticks his nose on the inside of Dylan Young. In the third turn they go. Dalton shoves Young up high. Here they come on the corner number 4. White flag waves. 1 lap remaining in Texas. Chris Thornton out in front. Remember, he had the race won at Atlanta. Here comes Stephanie Naylor on the inside. Naylor has got Mike Becker shoving her. Does Becker make it 3 wide on the backstretch? Yes, he does. Mike Becker 3 wide on the side of Stephanie Naylor. Here they come side by side in the third turn. Zach Weinstein gets into it in turn number 4. Here they come at the fourth corner. Weinstein and Becker side by side. It is Zach Weinstein winning it. Zed Weinstein out of nowhere wins the Samsung Mobile 500. 2 lead changes on the final lap. What a finish! 3 wide to the line. Whew. And Zed Weinstein, that is a pleasant welcome back to the series, I guess you might say, for this guy. Unbelievable finish today. The top 4 separated by less than 1/10 of a second. Average speed 151, 288. And margin of error for first and second of 0.43, or 0.043 I should say. What a finish. Zed Weinstein wins today. Mike Becker second, Stephanie Naylor third, fourth Kyle Sosnowski, fifth Chris Darton. Actually, we had, I think, 3 lead changes on the final lap, I think. That is just crazy. 6th was Ryan Richards, 7th Dylan Young, 8th Adrian Becker, 9th Dougie Shears, Ty Sheets finishes 10th. And then Leah Walker, who led on the last restart, finishes 11th. Jessica Shelton 12th, 13th Kyle Matthews, 14th Dylan Poteet, 15th is Charles Sanford. Keith Batson 16th, Charles Jackson 17th, 18th Dalton Day, 19th Cole Daly, and 20th was Tim Feigl. Just as Kyle Petty often says, that's incredible. Yeah. And there's some rest of your finishers here today. Luke Walker, last place finisher, and really nobody out of that race in that little 3-car tangle on the backstretch with about 6 or 7 laps to go. But for Zed Weinstein, a tremendous victory here today at Texas Motor Speedway. He made the move at the right time, barely. And here's your points CR after 6 races. Mike Becker now has a 20-point lead on Keith Batson. Nick Baxter currently 3rd. Joshua Osborne matches his car number in points, is 4th. Kyle Matthews, Cole Daly, Charles Sanford, Tim Feigl, Chris Washer, and Jessica Shelton, the top 10. In the points chase so far. And so far, 6 races and 6 different winners so far. I noticed that on the list. Yeah. And there's the rest of your points they are right now coming in. Yeah. Leah Walker currently 38th in the points chase, last place right now still. But next race on the tour will be at Martinsville Speedway for the triple header there. The Goodies Fast Pain Relief 500. Don't miss it.